Hello all, this is CrimsenOverlord, and welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, because there aren't enough of those already. And that's not sarcasm, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. There really aren't enough of them. Alright, so first off, I'm doing things a little bit differently with this Let's Play than most people. The first video here is just tutorials. This is for people who have never played the game, basically, can read this stuff and kind of get a feel for combat or whatever. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm not showing the opening cutscene because it's really loud and I don't feel like volume adjusting it. The tutorial battle, where they actually kind of give you your first control of like one character, that takes place in the story at the beginning of Chapter 2. And as such, I'm going to actually splice that into that spot. So I'm actually going to be starting the game proper next video. I'll be starting it as soon as... okay. I'll be starting it as soon as... Or not as soon as, but right at the beginning... right at the battle right after that, where the actual story actually starts. You pan around with the square button. So a couple things I'm doing different besides the splicing there, which I think is kind of an interesting idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work right, but I'm going to try it anyway. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the randoms they give me and not get the ones I want. I'm just going to keep whatever they give me, and I'll have those like 6, and I'll off-screen train them so they're all the same level, even though I'll only be using like 4 for a while. I'm going to play like kind of semi-realistically. So if somebody dies, I wasn't actually paying attention to what I was supposed to be doing. Anyway, I'm gonna do kind of semi-realistic. So if somebody dies, I'm not gonna like reload my save or anything like that. I'm just gonna let them die. I mean, I'll try and use a Phoenix Down on them, or whatever, when they go down. But if they crystallize or turn it to a treasure chest, I'm not going to mess with them, or I'm not going to reload a save or anything. I will, if for some reason I lose a lot of them, I'll train up new people off screen. But I'm going to try and just stick with the people they give me and not get anybody else, unless absolutely necessary. I'm also going to, at the beginning of Chapter 2, the story, I don't want to give anything away yet in case you've never seen it, but the story basically gives you a moment where the main character is kind of by himself, and he's not with the rest of your party, for story reasons, but you still have access to all of them. All your randoms, whatever, you still have access to them to play with. But I'm going to actually play without them for a couple battles. So for the first couple battles of Chapter 2, I'll be using just the characters that they give me specifically for Chapter 2, of which there are 3 randoms. They're not really randoms; they're actually preset, but they're generic people. You can change what they look like by changing their class and stuff. Alright, anyway, so that'll be a little different. I'm also planning on just showing you. I'll probably post as a separate series, where I failed and I actually lost. I'll just post my game overs there in case anybody cares. So I'll be doing commentary for all that, because I'll be doing live commentary, which is a pain in the butt. I'm actually playing this on a PS2. For anybody who's... I'm probably the only person doing a Let's Play of this game that didn't do it on an emulator. And the only reason I didn't do it on an emulator is because... the only reason I'm not doing it on an emulator is because my emulator cannot record... Or I cannot record the emulator and play it at the same time. My computer freaks out, and it plays fine, but the sound like really messes up every time I try to record while I'm playing. So I'm not doing it on an emulator. Let's see. I want to say that's all. I guess I'm going to, with the randoms. With the random characters that I get at the beginning, I'm going to judge what they do based on their stats. Same with the randoms that I get in Chapter 2. I'll be basing it based on what they already have and things like that. What that means is I'm not going to be training up a specific job. I'm not going to basically turn them into a knight or a monk or whatever until they get a specific skill and then change them back. If they get enough JP for skills while they're leveling to unlock a new job or something, then I'll go with that. But I'm gonna just try and like leave them at one base job for the most part, with their secondary skills being based upon what they learned on the way. So that'll be a nice thing. Most of them doing it to be different. I've got like an all Oracle challenge I started doing a while back, and it's because you play the game enough times, just playing it straight gets kind of boring. So I always do something different every time I play. So this time I'm doing my semi-realistic. I think because of the necessary, or not necessary, because of the necessity, I'll probably give Ramza a dual job thing. Because I think his stats are always the same. So, and they kind of make it possible for him to be a mage or a fighter or whatever. So I'll probably give him a dual job thing. So I might train him up for that purpose. But the randoms I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave it up to luck. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, basically I'm gonna post up the first video. And I'm gonna kind of show off. Hello. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let me push the button. I'm gonna be showing off what the character's stats, what they're good for, and I'll talk about a little bit what they're good for. And so that'll be kind of a. That guy's name is McCloud. That's freaking awesome. I hope I get some good like random names. I really do. I have some like characters like normally when I play, like I hire a new character, a new squire or whatever, and I rename them after characters from previous playthroughs because the randoms they pull it out, they clutch it sometimes. It's ridiculous. So anytime I get a guy named Suthby, he's an archer. Doesn't matter what his stats are. And anytime I plan on hiring somebody just to be a black mage, I always name him Willie. Because it's like the names are kind of weird, but at the same time, it's like I want to pay tribute to the original. Ooh, he's telling me how to do auto. I like auto battles, actually. I have a whole playthrough where I'm doing nothing but auto battles. Which I probably won't get past a specific fight because doing that with auto battle is ridiculous. But I do have a playthrough I'm doing where just auto battles. So I'm not actually doing anything, which makes for kind of a boring playthrough as far as watching. I mean, I have fun because I like to set them up because, according to the rules I set for myself, I can change what their thing is whenever I feel like it. I just can't manually select what they do. I'll be once this tutorial is over, that'll be the end of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking now, but then I'm going to just let the tutorial continue till the end.